highlighting the best in our area. Southern Colorado Life with Ryan Nelson.
Man, I used to love Mario Kart back in the day. Today on Southern Colorado Life, we are headed back to the 90s. You can say it's a time machine, or I can tell you to come to History Colorado for their 90s exhibit. There's everything here from a blockbuster, from Bill Clinton's saxophone to dial-up internet. Everything that you can think of from back in the day is here. And we're gonna take you all through it and talk to some important people that work here to show you all how they put it all together. I'm not leaving here until I come in first place. So I'm gonna finish this and then we'll walk around. Walking through this place is a ton of fun, but of course we have to talk to some of the experts and one of the guys responsible for putting this together, but I'm gonna let him introduce himself to you all.
My name's Jeremy Morton. I'm an exhibition developer and historian at History Colorado, and I had the pleasure of helping put together the 90s.
Wow, now this place is so impressive. How long did it take for you all to put this together?
It took a lot of time. It was well over a year, and it was distilling an entire decade down into 5,000 square feet of exhibit space. You can imagine, yeah, it takes a lot of work.
Like you said, an entire decade is put into this building. What are some of the favorites from people when they come visit?
I mean, all of it's pretty great. I think the blockbuster, though, is a favorite for most people. We have a sort of living room that we did our best to recreate some of people's favorite memories of the 90s. And then there's some amazing objects that really aren't in Colorado and in Denver very often. So things like Tom Hanks' uniform from Saving Private Ryan, things from the Addams Family, Biggie's sweater, yes. Backstreet Boys outfits, stuff like that.
Right, and even when I was looking at the video games, I was like, wow, they were able to get a Sega Genesis, a Nintendo 64, and so many other things. How hard was it to find some of them?
It took a long time to identify objects from our collection, objects from other institutions throughout the country, private collectors. There's really stuff from all over the country that we've gathered, found, and used to recreate the decade.
I love that. And earlier off camera, we were talking about how this place has went viral. How did it feel knowing that there was hundreds of thousands of people, not even from Colorado, that are flocking here and finding out that this actually exists?
Yeah, it's pretty surreal when you see it going viral on the internet like that, where you're like, 7.5 million people or something have seen your work, and I think it's a testament to the quality of work we do at History Colorado, and it's nice to be recognized in that way.
Right, and earlier you talked about Tom Hanks's costume here. Biggie's stuff is here as well, and the Backstreet Boys. Yeah. Have some of the people who have their costumes here or their outfits here, do they know that it's in History Colorado?
I don't know that they do. Oh man, if I got a call from Tom Hanks, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, I haven't heard from any celebrities yet. But maybe we'll get that call from President Clinton or something.
Okay. And out of all of the things that are in here, what would you say are your top 2 favorites?
Ooh, object-wise or just throughout the whole?
Object-wise.
Ooh, object-wise, I think the Backstreet Boys outfits are pretty quintessential 90s because they're nylon cargo pants. I don't know if it gets more 90s than that. And then from a history perspective, I'm a historian, so having Bill Clinton's saxophone is one of those objects where you're like, wow, we have that, in our possession.
And getting the saxophone, did you have to go through Secret Service? Like, how did you guys pull that one off?
It was loaned to us by the Clinton Presidential Library. So that's in Little Rock. We contacted them and they loaned us Clinton's saxophone. He famously played the saxophone on Arsenio Hall's show in '92. And then they also loaned us Hillary Clinton's pantsuit. So we got a pink pantsuit from Hillary, her iconic outfit as well.
And speaking of the clothes that are here, these are absolutely awesome. What you're seeing on screen are some trends that are even people are wearing right now. Was it hard to find some of these, like the starter jacket and some of the other pieces?
Some of it, yeah. That was our textile curator, Tara Kaufman. She had maybe the most fun job of anyone over the last year, where we said, hey, here you go, dress 12 mannequins in the different 90s styles. So she had a blast finding all these different things. And so yeah, we got Jinkos and Coogee sweaters and the Broncos starter jacket.
Yes, and even the sports section. Seeing the Dream Team basketball signed by everybody, how did you pull that one off?
I'm a big sports fan, so the sports objects to me might be the most impressive things within the exhibition, actually. John Elway's jersey that he wore the year the Broncos first won the Super Bowl, Patrick Waugh's jersey that he wore in the Stanley Cup. Yeah, Mark McGuire's baseball bat, and yeah, the Dream Team basketball. So yeah, there's just so many objects that tell the story of sports in the 90s, including an Olympic torch and some Olympic medals from the 96 games.
So cool. Even seeing Wayne Gretzky's stick, even going to the Hockey Hall of Fame, I don't think I've seen Gretzky's stick there at all, but it's here in Colorado.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've got Gretzky's stick, and it's signed by him, and we were able to photo match him using it in a game in 1991. Yeah.
A lot of these things in here are trends that circle back. What would you bring back from this museum to today's time if you could?
Oh, what would I bring back from the 90s? I mean, I think a lot of my clothes are still from the 90s.
Okay.
I don't know that I have to bring it back. I would bring back the Broncos winning Super Bowls. I know that. And yeah, I think the experience of going to the video store, that's something we were talking about before, where it was those Friday nights where you all got in a car, you drove to the video store, you argued about what VHS to rent. Those are sort of memories and experiences that we took for granted at the time that we don't really have anymore.
Absolutely. I'm glad you didn't say dial-up internet, because everybody is super happy having 5G and 4G on their phone. But for everyone that's watching at home that's super interested in coming, where exactly are you all located, and what are the hours of this exhibit?
We're in downtown Denver, about 12th and Broadway. We're open 7 days a week, 10 to 5. Yeah, pretty much all year round. And this will be open until October 26th.
Awesome. And being Southern Colorado Life, I have to ask about the museum and the exhibit that you have in Pueblo. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, El Pueblo History Museum is one of our community museums we have throughout the state. We actually have an exhibit opening there about a month, featuring some of John Fielder's photography. So John Fielder, my favorite Colorado photographer in history, and he was gracious enough to donate his life's work to History Colorado, and we'll be representing that in Pueblo at our museum down there.
That's wonderful. So make sure you make your way out to that. So now we get to walk around a little bit. So I'll see you all next time, and maybe I'll take a DVD home from Blockbuster. I'm so excited. Can you feel the excitement? Move to the left, to the right, to the right. A little bit more. Yeah. Wow. Hello, Southern Colorado, and welcome to Southern Colorado Life. I'm your host, Ryan Nelson, and today we have some of the best food that I have tried since being here in Colorado Springs, but I'm going to let our guests introduce themselves.
Novia Perez.
And Tirsa Perez.
Okay, and they have some people with them as well.
Yes. Hi, my name is Angelina Engel. Vanessa.
Okay, we have the whole team, the whole family here. Now, what was the inspiration behind getting started making this wonderful food right here?
Oh, that's a great question. It was actually my wife's dream back in 2020, 2021-ish, right after COVID. So we decided to go for it, go follow and chase her dream, basically.
And the best part is the family business. So we work with my kids and family, and that is the best part of the business.
So working with kids, I have to ask, how is that? Because sometimes kids will be on their phones, kids will want to play games. How is that working with kids?
It was a little challenging at the beginning because you're pulling one way, they're pulling the other way. But at the end of the day, we got to just come together and get everything done.
Can you ground someone from working? Is that possible if someone's misbehaving? Can you say, you know what, you're off the truck for a week?
For sure.
Yeah?
You could, yeah.
Okay.
You could.
Yes.
That's fair. And if they can cook, I know that you all are the masters. What is in front of us right now?
Okay.
Okay, so this is actually called the baleada, which is like a really traditional plate from Honduras. Traditionally speaking, this is the Cuban sandwich. I got the chicharrón with some sweet fried plantains with it. And I got some empanadas. And the last one at the end is going to be pupusas, which is basically Honduran cuisine. And that's where she's from. So we want to make that, out
Okay.
there.
Now, I've seen pupusas before, but I've never seen a sauce like this. What is that exactly?
We have to add the sauce over here because everybody asks for salsa. And that is original in my country. They don't serve with salsa, but now that is a
People kept
good
asking, we
ingredient.
need something, for dipping
Yeah,
or
for
something.
dipping.
Asking. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what about the empanada? What kind do you have?
We serve the beef empanadas. We also have chicken empanadas, and the last option is guava with cheese in the inside.
Okay.
Like a sweet sour combination.
Right. And it's very hard to find Cuban food in Southern Colorado, and you all have a sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
For the folks at home that don't know what a Cuban sandwich is, could you explain that?
Oh yeah, sure. It's actually the piece of bread, but you also have more ingredients on top of it. You got the mayo, you got pickles, mustard, Swiss cheese, ham, and the lechon asado. And plus, on top of the lechon asado, you get the mojo, which is more like a sautéed onions and garlic sauce.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
cannot wait to try that. But this right here is smelling so good. What is this?
This is the baleada, which is kind of like a quesadilla with a lot of different things on the inside. You get the sweet fried plantain, you get avocado, refried beans, sour cream, cheese, and your choice of a meat protein option.
Wow, that sounds better than a
Oh, yeah.
quesadilla. Oh my gosh.
Of course.
Plantains, chicharron. Could we talk about this?
Oh yes, the little lime on top. For like some people ask for lime with the
Really?
chicharron, and I was
I've
like,
never
yeah,
had that.
yeah,
Okay.
it tastes pretty good actually, with a little salad, coleslaw on the side,
Okay.
which is basically the same thing that you get with the pupusas. The
Okay.
salad thing.
So would you say all of this is Honduras, or is it?
Majority is going to be Honduran, and we also have the empanadas, which people claim they're from South America, and you're just like, okay,
Yeah.
we're not going to go that far.
It's,
Yeah,
it's really
yeah.
popular. But the most popular in Honduras is the pupusa and the
And
baleada.
baleada,
It's
those two.
because the business has the name BaleBale.
Right.
Which came from the word baleada. If you cut it in half, it's the first 4 letters, bale, bale, bale.
And you two working together, being a married couple, what's been your favorite part about doing the food truck together?
Oh shoot! I mean, it's been exciting
Work
because
together.
we get to know more each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After a long marriage, then we get to spend more time together.
Oh, that's
Get to know
wonderful.
each other.
That is absolutely
That is
wonderful.
the best part.
And I know
Yeah.
there's a ton of people that are watching right now at home, and they're wondering, where can I find you all on social media?
Okay, so social media right now, we only do a Facebook account for right now, and we typically post on Facebook where we're typically going to be serving. For an example, like we do like 90-80% of the business inside the military bases.
Oh, I love
So
that.
we just kind of like post where we're going to be, different locations,
And what's that-
different base.
And what's that like serving our armed forces?
Oh, it's a privilege.
Yeah.
It's
It's a blessing.
For sure.
It's been a
And what's
blessing.
their response when they buy one of these? Because I know everybody is from different parts of the country, so this
Oh,
might be
yeah.
the first time they've ever seen food from Honduras.
They get excited,
Yeah.
especially when you hand it over to them, and they're just like especially when they get a churro, their eyes just pop like,
Sometimes
oh my
it's
God.
new. The plantains is really.
They want to try
really-
something different,
Yeah.
Okay.
like a sweet sour
They
combination.
want to try
Okay, well,
things.
just like they said, you can head to their Facebook account and you can see where exactly they will be outside of the military base. So I just thank you all so much for coming, and the rest of our staff. Right now, you're seeing on the screen the lines of people that work here that are eating this food. It was so good. Now, I can't wait for my own empanada. So we're going to wrap this up.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming.
No, we want to thank you,
Thank
Ryan,
you.
for
Thank
having
you
us
so much.
today.
Yeah.